Donald Trump says millions voted illegally, decries recount. President-elect Donald Trump has asserted that he would have won the U.S. popular vote were it not for millions of illegal ballots, while dramatically sharpening his criticism of a recount in the state of Wisconsin, calling it a waste of time. Donald Trump has called a request for a recount of votes in Wisconsin a scam by the Green Party. President-elect Donald Trump has asserted that he would have won the U.S. popular vote were it not for millions of illegal ballots, while dramatically sharpening his criticism of a recount in the state of Wisconsin, calling it a waste of time. With a recount threatening to revive debate about the legitimacy of Mr. Trump's victory, his rival Hillary Clinton won far more popular votes. While he carried the all-important Electoral College count, Mr. Trump and his aides pushed back hard. Overnight, Mr. Trump let fly a series of early morning tweets in which he quoted Ms. Clinton about the need to respect the electoral process while continuing to wage an extraordinarily public battle over the makeup of his future cabinet. By late afternoon, Mr. Trump furthered that in addition to winning the Electoral College in a landslide, I won the popular vote if you deduct the millions of people who voted illegally. Mr. Trump had warned before the election that the result might be rigged, but he had offered no such complaint after his unexpected victory November 8 until now. Serious voter fraud in Virginia, New Hampshire and California, so why isn't the media reporting on this? Serious bias, big problem. Hillary Clinton conceded the election when she called me just prior to the victory speech and after the results were in. Nothing will change. Neither he nor any of his aides has offered any evidence of the millions alleged to have voted illegally, nor did Mr. Trump explain why he would oppose a recount if illegal voting was such a serious problem. No election observers have pointed to any such widespread fraud. It was the latest bizarre twist in an increasingly rough and jolting presidential transition, with much of it fought on social media and on the nation's television screens. Hillary's debate answer on delay. That is horrifying. That is not the way our democracy works. Been around for 240 years. We've had free and fair elections. We've accepted the outcomes when we may not have liked them, and that is what must be expected of anyone standing on it. During a general election, I, for one, am appalled that somebody that is the nominee of one of our two major parties would take that kind. Mr. Trump's top aide Kellyanne Conway, in the middle of the turbulence, appeared on Sunday to at least hint that if the Clinton team pushes too hard on the Wisconsin recount, the president-elect might rethink his vow not to seek Ms. Clinton's prosecution for using a private email server when she was Secretary of State. While the recount was requested by Green Party candidate Jill Stein, who received a minute fraction of the total vote in Wisconsin, Ms. Clinton's campaign has said it would join the process despite having seen no irregularities in the White House contest so far. Ms. Conway said on ABC that while Mr. Trump was being magnanimous toward Ms. Clinton, I guess her attitude towards that is to have her counsel go and join this ridiculous recount. And Reince Priebus, Mr. Trump's chief of staff, said that while the president-elect is not seeking methods and ways to persecute and prosecute Hillary Clinton, Mr. Trump would probably be open to listening should any new findings against her emerge from future investigations of position. Then, separately she stated, he said something truly horrifying. He refused to say that he would respect the results of this election. That is a direct threat to our democracy. She then said, we have to accept the results and look to the future. Donald Trump is going to be our president. We owe him an open mind and the chance to lead. So much time and money will be spent, same result. Sad. Legal right. Bernie Sanders, Clinton's Democratic rival in the primary race and now a member of the Senate leadership, defended the recount. The Green Party has the legal right to do it, he said on CNN. We have recounts probably almost every election. No one expects there to be profound change. Mark Eric Elias, an election lawyer for the Democratic candidate, said in a post on Medium.com on Saturday that the campaign would also participate in recounts in Michigan and Pennsylvania if they are arranged. Most election experts see almost no chance the election outcome could be reversed. Ms. Clinton trails in each state by several thousand votes. Mr. Trump won Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin by a total of just more than 100,000 votes, even while compiling many more than the 270 votes needed for victory in the Electoral College. Blowback against Romney. But the dispute continued to rile what has already been a rough transition period, as serious signs of internal discord over cabinet picks again emerged on Sunday. The discord centers around the position of Secretary of State, with some in the Trump camp supporting Mitt Romney, the 2012 Republican presidential nominee, as a more mainstream choice, while others favor the more divisive former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. In what political analysts considered a highly unusual public airing of those tensions from within the Trump team, Ms. Conway last week tweeted that she had received a deluge of concern from people warning against Mr. Romney. "I did tell him privately. And I'll respect his decision. Point is the volume and intensity of grassroots resistance to Romney is breathtaking. https://t.co/bknmfgz13. Asked about that on Sunday, she told NBC that she was not campaigning against Mr. Romney, but was just astonished at the breathtaking volume and intensity of blowback to a possible Mr. Romney nomination. Mr. Trump supporters were infuriated in March when the former Massachusetts governor delivered a passionately worded attack on Mr. Trump on the part of the Republican Party's establishment, calling him a fraud given to absurd third-grade theatrics. However, the two seemed to have put their differences behind them when they met on November 19 to discuss a possible cabinet position.